Hello, hello. Here we go. We've got July's streamer spotlight interview with Keeks. We have been very, very well looked after here in our man pad in Melkart City, courtesy of Hard Home. Big thank you to OGT and Linz for their continued support. It's amazing the things that they do. And every time I go to them with a mad idea like this, they're like, we could do that. We can make that happen. But we are doing. Oh, he's moving around, so he must be ready. We are going to chat with Keeks, find out a bit more about him, about his, a bit more about him, a bit about his gaming history, and we'll go from there. But anyway, we're going to get into game. We are going to get into game, so you can see exactly where we are. How are we doing, Keeks? You okay?
Oh, good, mate. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It was seamless as ever. I didn't forget to turn my mic on after I'd had it paused for a minute. So
It's all right.
I realised after about 3 seconds, and I was like, I can recover from this. Okay. So I was just saying that we're really lucky to have this little man pad here on the top of Melkart City, inaccessible building.
Yep.
We're going to find out a little bit more about you today because you've been our streamer spotlight for July. So let's get started. So whenever I've watched your streams, I've never noticed you be a snacker or an eater. But what do you like to snack on if you do snack during stream? And then also a question that I didn't actually put down on the list is when you finish the stream, is there anything that you go craving and looking for?
Interesting one. So I'd say since I started streaming, I don't snack while I stream now, and actually that's helped me in a way because I used to snack a lot. I used to be cereal at night before, like just gaming, a couple of bowls of cereal, and actually I've lost a little bit of weight from not doing so. Yeah, it's benefited me that way, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
I
obviously,
think... Go on.
no, I was going to say, what? And then after stream, is there anything that you crave?
Not necessarily. I think I tried, like I said, I've tried now lately to try and stop eating after midnight. So obviously I stream till like 2 o'clock in the morning for me. So I tend to just go downstairs, get a glass of water, come back up, sit for half an hour, just go through stream, just see if there's anything I can pull out of it, and then go and get some sleep basically because the kids have me up early. So yeah.
So you finish stream at around 2, and then you're up for the kids in the morning. You are a brave man. Powered by a glass of water.
Yes.
Although, to be fair, I have read a few times that you're not really hungry. You just need to fill your stomach, and if you have a pint of water, it does the same thing. Although, to be fair, Doritos are much better.
I do like Doritos.
Oh, yeah, Doritos. Okay, so what's your favourite food in general, though? If you talk us through, like, a 3-course meal that you would sit down and have, what's your go-to?
Oh, okay, a 3-course meal, nice. So starter has to be like something cheesy. I like mozzarella balls and stuff like that, like just snacky ones. I think for my main, my go-to food is always like a pub food, like a pub grub, like a pub meal. So we were talking about it the other night actually. I think just like lasagna and chips is just like simple, boring, but really nice food.
Yep.
And then dessert has to be sticky toffee pudding and custard, or anything with custard. Realistically, I am obsessed with custard.
Custard is so versatilely naughty.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of custard. Well, you're a northerner, aren't you? So you gotta love custard.
Yeah, custard definitely. Yeah. And anything with gravy on, if you're gonna go for main, but gravy's a good one.
I was about to say anything with custard or gravy, and we are good. I'm hoping I'm not the only person if ever go to a KFC or anywhere that does gravy. They don't shot the gravy as well. Maybe,
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe that's just me.
No, yeah. I have to you have it first to dip it in, dip your burger in it from KFC anyway, and then drink it afterwards. You can't go to waste.
There we go. That's beautiful. How about to drink other than gravy? We drink more than gravy in the north.
Yeah.
You can say Bovril now, aren't you?
No, I don't. I'm not a big fan of Bovril, but yeah, just normal gravy's alright.
How about other things that you could drink? What's your go-to?
Coffee, definitely, I'd say, is my go-to. Used to be Monster, and I've tried to cut back on it. As I said before, I was like kind of just being a bit healthier, trying to be good. So I'd have definitely 2 or 3 cans of Monster a day. Whereas I'd say lately it's just coffee. Coffee's a bit boring, isn't it? But yeah, and then a few pints, like a Guinness. Guinness is good. That's my go-to if I'm going to go to anything. Or an ale. I used to drink a lot of lager, and I think I've gone off it lately. It's a bit gassy.
It's like talking to myself. This I've got custard, gravy, Guinness. I don't really drink a lot of lager because it gives me a headache. Bloody hell! Here we go, and I think you've just got a raid.
Oh, I have got a raid. Welcome in, Reader. Thank you very much for the raid, dude. Appreciate you. How was your stream? Sorry, we've interrupted the interview.
It's all right. How you doing, Reader? Right. Well, do you want to say hi to your raiders just so we can cover this?
Yeah. Welcome in, raiders. we're just doing an interview. I was chosen nicely by Gunnar to be his streamer spotlight for the month, which I'm really thankful for. So yeah, we're just throwing an interview in there, getting some questions out, finding out all my secrets.
Yeah, and he chose that outfit himself. And as did I. But anyway, well, this is a bit of a scattergun in this first section, so it will bounce around a little bit. Do you have any pets? Did you have any pets growing up? Well, what's the animal life like in and around your household?
Yeah, interesting. We were never really allowed pets when we were younger. My mum's allergic to cats, and my mum and dad worked full time, so we never had time for a dog really. So I think when I moved out with a wife, we got 2 cats. And then, so I've always been a bit of a cat person until about 2 years ago when we got our dog. And that completely flipped my opinion, and I'm a dog person now. I have a dog and a cat. But yeah, I'm definitely a dog person now, I think.
So, what's the name of your dogs?
So the dog she's called Lottie. She's 3, I think. Yeah, 3.
Yep.
And then we've got a cat called Ed, who's ginger, so he's named after Ed Sheeran. He's about the same age. They grew up together, which is quite nice. They get along great.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, let's talk about holiday destinations, favourite places to visit. Is there anywhere, and if you were able to go anywhere that you haven't been yet, where would you want to go?
So, I definitely want to go to Japan. I think it looks amazing. I want to go and see what it's like. I think it just looks like a completely different world. However, favourite destination, I have to say Cyprus. We went there quite a lot as kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite English, I think, at times, because obviously the plugs and driving on the same side of the road and stuff, but it feels a bit like a home away from home. It's nice.
Is there any favourite places in the UK?
Oh, UK. I like Cornwall. We've been to Cornwall a couple of times. Do you know what I really like, and it's going to sound a bit cheesy, is Butlins. Do you know what? We take the kids to Butlins and try and take them at least like once a year if we can do, because they absolutely love it. It's good for the kids. And as cheesy and as crap as it is, it's quite good. I like the arcades and stuff.
I used to go to Butlins as a kid. I've been as an adult, and it's wild as fuck.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But the kids absolutely love it, and kind of that's why we go away. Is they enjoy that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's simple. It's straightforward. You know what you're getting. But I know what you're saying about Cornwall. We used to go there as kids in like B&Bs and stuff like that, and then it's mad. Like I do it all the time now with the Lake District. Like the Lake District for me, Lake District and Peak District are literally on my doorstep. And when I go, I love it. But I just don't go often enough. And it's the same with Cornwall, but it's a bit further away.
Yeah, it's just a bit far. That's the thing. Because the kids are obviously only 10 and 8. We've never done much travelling with them, so they've not been down there with us yet. But it's I think Cornwall's just beautiful, isn't it? You can just guarantee that it's going to be quite nice. There's nice people down there. Yeah, it's just nice.
Just want to confirm that me and Reader have been on a dirty weekend in Bognor Regis. On one of these big Butlins dirty. I haven't really, but you know it sounds funny. Maybe this is just the opening that we need. Maybe we're going to make it happen one day, Reader.
Maybe we should do it as a community. Just get everybody down there.
Yeah, the DayZ community, all in Minehead. We'll make something work.
Yeah.
Okay, sports. Have you got any? Do you got any favorite sports? Do you play sports? Have you got any favorite teams? What's your background in sport?
Used to play a little bit of football. I've done for a long time. I've never been very good at it. It was just on a Sunday with work. We used to organise just a kick-about after work for a couple of hours.
Yep.
Football is definitely my favourite sport. Arsenal being my team, which you're not going to like, obviously, because you're a United fan. So obviously, it's been a good year for us winning the league. But yeah, I think football definitely is my go-to. I don't watch many other sports really other than that.
Are you watching any of the Commonwealth at the minute?
No, I'm not actually. No, to be fair, I do enjoy the Olympics and stuff. If they're on, I will watch them because obviously I work from home, so it's always nice to have something on in the background. So when the last Olympics were on, I spent a lot of time watching that, I suppose.
I don't know if you caught any of it. I watched the opening ceremony the other night, and it was on Channel 5, obviously, so I had reservations already. But then partway through, the teams coming out, they went to adverts, and they missed a load of teams from, like, Asia, and it was a bit like,
Oh wow.
that's a bit rude. And it was almost like, okay, those teams obviously don't matter to Channel 5 because they just get their they get their revenue for adverts.
They wanted the money, didn't they?
They would. Well, they'd obviously taken advice from the World Cup where they had all the adverts all of the time.
With hydration breaks and stuff. Yeah, I'm not.
Well, you got to say it properly. Hydration breaks powered by Gatorade. So, is it just football then, or have you got anything else?
No, I think football really for sports anyway. Yeah, I just tend to stick to football. Never really
Ignore
never to rugby. I was never good at it. I tried it at school and I couldn't do it. So yeah, so didn't fall into that category.
Okay, ignoring football because we all have those moments and dreams where you want to be the winner, the scoring the goal in the FA Cup final or scoring the winning goal in the World Cup. If you could be the best in the world at any other sport, what would it be?
Do you know what? I think probably golf. I think golf's probably quite a good sport to be good at because it's not too strenuous. I mean, it probably is when you're playing it, but I do. I play a bit of golf with friends sometimes, if the weather's nice. But yeah, I think golf seems good.
Yeah, golf's a good one. Do you know who cheats at golf?
Who?
Yoda. He cheats at Crazy Golf against her kids. It's it's despicable, but you know.
You've got to add a couple of scores on them if they're beating you. Do you know what I mean? You can't let them win. You've got to teach them right.
Well, you know, she says she's protesting now, but we all know. Okay, so what's your favourite colour? And does it ever impact on what outfits you're looking for in DayZ? It
doesn't actually. Do you know what? Surprisingly not. If I was going to go for an outfit in DayZ, my go-to colour is black. I always try and be covered in black. That's if there's a black variant of what I've got, I'm going to try and find that, and I will swap it out if I see it. My favourite colour in real life is orange. It used to be pink when I was growing up. For some reason, as a kid, it was always pink. But just lately, yeah, orange is my favourite colour, I'd say.
If you found the orange quilted jacket, would you wear it in game?
I would if I needed the warmth and the space, but I don't necessarily seek it out. Like I said, I seek black out for some reason. I just want to be like dark. Yeah, just coloured. I always feel like it covers and camouflages me more, even though it probably doesn't. Especially if you're playing some snowy maps and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. I do what I do love. I love the reflective vest. That is super bright, super orange.
Super orange, yeah.
no carry space, and you're like, what is this?
What's the point?
Yeah. Okay. So you've obviously got quite a few sound alerts that are musical in a sense.
Yeah.
So what music are you into? And also then, what was your last concert that you attended?
Okay, yeah. So I like a bit of everything, really. I wouldn't say I have a specific genre. I go through phases of going from indie to pop to rock to a little bit of dance music. The last concert I think was the Raytons. Don't know if you've heard of them.
Where was that?
It was in Blackpool, the Winter Gardens.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was a good concert. They're a little bit unknown, but they're a bit like the Arctic Monkeys. They're a bit like indie. They're good. They're worth checking out.
Does music ever impact your mood before you play DayZ, or?
To be honest, I don't listen to as much music as I used to do now. But yeah, the kids are obviously always playing something on the Alexa. There's always something going. Yeah, I don't listen to it while I'm playing at all because I like to concentrate. So I don't ever have music on in the background.
I genuinely don't know how people do that, where they have music, and I'm like, I want to hear every single step, sneeze, munch, bandage.
Yeah.
And if you're sat there listening to Bon Jovi, he's be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild when I see people doing that. I love it. It's pissing it down as well. It's like we're in the northwest of England.
It's quite fitting.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's nice. Over there is the tower, but some of us have great hearing. Hi, Misfit. But yeah, it's incredible when I see people listening to music. It's just mad. Okay. Can you remember? Actually, no. Let's go back. Can you remember your first concert?
Oh, I think my first ever concert was the Spice Girls.
Oh wow.
I know, yeah. I was a
Where
massive. Well, it's Manchester Arena.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was MEN at the time.
Who's your favourite Spice Girl?
Baby Spice.
Good choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I was obsessed with them when I was younger. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure why. But yeah, so years ago, I was probably about 9 or 10, I think. Oh, it's just got light. That was a flashbang.
That was magic, wasn't it?
Yeah. Still raining though. That's definitely light to the north now.
We might even hear a ghost in it go, woo!
Yeah.
Oh, it's not raining as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, my dad took me to the Spice Girls when I was younger. Yeah, that was my first ever concert, I think.
Oh, sweet. Okay. In life, what is your biggest peeve? What pisses you off the most?
Ooh. The kids leaving the crap around, or not tied up themselves. Yeah, I think that's a simple one, isn't it? But yeah.
Did you hear the ghost then? All of a sudden,
yeah. I heard the ghost. Weather on Daisy. Another one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get too annoyed too much. The wife complains too much because I'm very very laid back. I'm too laid back sometimes. But yeah, I think just not tidying up after themselves, the kids. I think it's definitely a big one.
Okay, so on the flip side of that, then, what personal qualities you most look for in a friend?
Ooh, I think trust is a big one. I think someone that's open and honest. As cheesy as that sounds, you want somebody that you can have a chat with, and you know that if you say something, it's not going to be repeated back to somebody else. If that makes sense, because there's nothing worse than that. Not necessarily bad things either. Just people talk about you.
Yeah, I get that. So, in game then, if you hear someone say friendly, how do you react?
Yeah, I chat to somebody. I like to have conversations. I think my biggest thing about playing Daisy is I'm very friendly. I'm probably too friendly at times. I always try and talk to everybody. So yeah, you get killed quite a lot by doing that. But I like to. The thing I like about Daisy is when you go on a run and you start in the run out as a fresh spawn. I like to bump into somebody completely random I don't know, have a chat with them. Hopefully they have a chat with you back, and then you can meet some really interesting characters, find out some really interesting things by just chatting to people.
100%. Yeah, definitely. Have you ever been chatting to someone for so long and then been betrayed?
But yes, several times. I think flashback to before I started streaming, I played a lot in the mouse.
Okay.
I think me and a friend of mine that we played together often with on Baz, we ran with the guy for about 4 hours on the mouse. I want to say we started doing towards the quest. We got loads of the items. Went out to the outpost, I think, if I remember rightly, and then when we was at the outpost having a fire, he shot us both in the back of the head.
No way.
But literally, I'm not joking. We ran for, I reckon, about 4 hours. We agreed that we were going to try and do the quest together. Started collecting a lot of the items, and then yeah, killed us both in the back of the head.
Well, hopefully he has
stood
on many Lego pieces since then.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, TV films. Sorry, I can't even say that. Favorite films.
You're all right.
Watch TV. Favorite TV show, and do you have a box set recommendation?
Box set recommendation. So, I've always liked The Sopranos, and it's one that I will go back to and I'll just watch over and over again. Such a great series. I don't think massive amounts happens in it, but yeah, I think there's a lot to it. It's quite deep. Films. Films. It's going to sound really cheesy, but one of my favourite films, I think, is Moana.
Okay.
I watched it a lot with the kids, and it's just, yeah, I really enjoy it. It's one that I could watch a lot. OGT loves The Sopranos. Yeah, it's a great series. If you've not watched it, it's worth checking out. Another one that I watched quite recently, which I was really impressed by, was Severance. Have you ever seen it? It's on
I've
Apple TV.
I've seen it advertised, but I've never actually watched it.
Really clever concept. Really worth checking out. I know it's on Apple TV, so but yeah, it's and a lot of people don't have Apple TV, but it's definitely worth watching.
What are you watching at the minute? Are you watching anything in particular?
We've been watching From at the moment with the wife at night. We only get about an hour to watch because obviously we sort the kids out, get the kids in bed. By the time they're actually asleep, we'll sit down and watch something for an hour, and then I go on streaming. She goes to bed. But yeah, I'm liking From at the moment. Have you seen it?
Haven't seen that one either. I might have to add it to the list.
No,
Oh, go on.
go on. No, go on. You're
No,
right.
I generally watch things where people get murdered or there's some sort of crime involved.
There's a lot of murder in it. Yeah, there's a lot of murder in From. You should watch it. It's good.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Okay. What's your box set? Do you have a box set recommendation, or is it The Sopranos?
I'd say Sopranos is a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Living or Dead. Everyone seems to find a loophole in this one, but I'm happy to go with whatever. Living or Dead. Who would you like to invite to your fantasy dinner party? And you can invite 3 people.
3 people. Okay, interesting. I thought about this one before when you sent me the questions. I'm struggling, if I'm being honest. It's an interesting one. I think, and this is completely off topic, and you probably won't even know what it is, and I don't think chat will know what it is either. I watch a podcast called Have a Word, and I'm quite a big fan of it. It's a comedy podcast. 2 comedians run it, and I've watched it since it pretty much started in lockdown. Been a patron, they do a lot of live shows and stuff. I've been to a lot of it, and I think I'd like to go and meet them and have dinner with them. I think it'd be quite interesting. They seem cool people. They're based in Liverpool.
Okay.
Yeah, they just do 2 hours a week on YouTube. They're just basically just friends that just talk and just it's good. It's interesting, but yeah, it's quite a niche one that I don't think a lot of people will know that. Really,
That's
didn't
fine.
say you, Jucifer. If I talk to you a lot, Jucifer, it's not like it'd be someone special if I said you.
Well, we'll have to move swiftly on before you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously, how about you at school? What was your favourite subject at school, and which subject did you hate the most?
I hated history the most, I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of the past, if that makes sense. I'm always like kind of looking in the future.
Okay.
My favourite subject was maths, I think. I've always liked numbers. I work with numbers during the day, like I do spreadsheets and stuff. So yeah, maths is definitely a big one for me. I always liked it.
Okay,
yeah,
obviously
history, I was never a fan of.
we don't need the full details, but is your career then based around numbers and maths?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, I do forecasting for a living, so I work for a supermarket, but I work from home, and I forecast bacon, sausage, and fish. Just make sure basically make sure every store has enough bacon, sausage, and fish in for people to buy. And if it's going to be nice weather, it needs to go up. If it's going to be rubbish weather, obviously we don't sell quite as much. So yeah, that kind of thing. It's a bit boring, but it means I can sit at home all day. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Obviously, this again, you can answer if. Have you ever got it catastrophically wrong?
Yes, several times.
In what way?
Yeah,
Too much or not enough?
Too much, definitely. Pigs in blankets just springs to mind. So I deal with pigs in blankets at Christmas. It's going to be a bit of a boring story, but basically the supplier that we use for pigs in blankets, they have to hand roll the bacon on each sausage before they put it into the packaging. So they get 5 people sat in a chiller, and so these people sitting there 8 hours a day just rolling bacon on sausage. And obviously when we've agreed to take that stock, we have to take it. And yeah, we ordered far too much at Christmas, and I got a bit of a bollocking for it. We didn't sell half as much as I thought we would do. Didn't do quite as well as I thought it was going to do. Yeah, as much as you think pigs in blankets would sell well at Christmas, we are just far too much of them.
There's all sorts of revelations there that I'm just picturing now. You got people in chillers rolling pigs in blankets. It's unbelievable.
Yes, yeah. I was the same when I first went over to the supplier and had a look at it. Yeah, they literally get 5 people sat in a chiller all day with thick coats on, and they wrap sausage in bacon, and that's kind of their job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind blown. Mind blown. Um, okay, so this question never seems to go across the water, and people kind of go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But
Okay.
anytime I speak to any Brits, they're like, "Oh yeah, I get that." But what do you call the TV remote in your house?
Yeah, I knew this one was gonna come up. So we call it a Miro.
A me rope.
Yeah, a Miro, and I don't know
Oh, me
why.
rope. Okay.
Yeah, it just I think it must have been one either me or the wife said it once, just by accident or to be funny, and then it just kind of stuck. Even the kids use it now. So yeah, I don't know why, it just stuck.
That is an absolutely brand new one on me because I've never heard that one.
Yeah. What would you call it?
Thing is, growing up, I've heard all sorts of different names, just like the buttons, duck to do, thingy. Yeah, I've never heard the me rope though. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's out there. I'm learning so much today.
Me too.
Okay, here we go. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
I wouldn't choose it, but I would eat it if it was there. If I was given it, I wouldn't turn my nose about it. I don't mind it. I don't. Yeah, a bit in between with it.
Ooh, okay.
Not completely against it though.
Okay. If you were a candy bar or a chocolate bar, what would you be and why?
Interesting one. Candy bar. I mean, I'm pretty plain and boring. I'd probably just go Dairy Milk, I think. As boring as that sounds, I always find myself. I think I'm a bit boring, a bit of just a plain guy. So yeah, I think just a plain Dairy Milk, and that's my favorite chocolate as well. That'd be my go-to. I don't like chocolate with stuff in it really. I can do caramel in it, but plain chocolate all the way for me.
You could also twist that and say, yeah, you're saying it's plain and boring, but also it's tasty as fuck. So
Yeah, true. Yeah, and a staple. So it's a standard one. Yeah.
Everyone loves a nibble, right? Last question in this section: do you have any other interest, skills, or hobbies that people might know about but might not?
Interests, skills, or hobbies? Okay, yeah. I've always been into computers. I built my own PC setup. I've always kind of built my own PCs. My granddad was big on it. He used to do it as a business, so I used to go around to the shop with him and computer fairs and stuff with him. So that kind of built my love for computers and PCs and stuff. So I've always had them from being young. Interests and hobbies. I mean, I've probably got a fun fact for you. That I was on Blue Peter years ago.
Oh wow!
If you remember Blue Peter?
Do you have a Blue Peter badge?
I do have a Blue Peter badge. Yes, yeah.
Oh, what was you doing?
So I played trombone. I was in a brass band with school, and we were chose to go on Blue Peter. Yeah, it was quite an interesting one. So I can play the trombone.
Oh god, I'm now invested in this. Who were the presenters at the time? Please tell me it's Katie Hill.
I can't remember. I don't actually know. It's a bit of a blur now. I've got the video of it somewhere. I'll have to go back and watch it. I'll have to go back and watch it and find out who it was.
I need to know. Because I think historically everyone was pretty clean on Blue Peter. There wasn't many what's the word I'm looking for? Nefarious Blue Peter presenters. Was John Leslie Blue Peter actually?
Yeah, I think he might have been.
But okay, this is dangerous territory. We might need to skip over this.
Yes,
but
moving on.
moving on. Nothing. Sorry, John. If he wasn't there. Okay, we're going to move on to some gaming stuff now. A little bit more about streaming and a bit about my games. So obviously, your name could be said wrong multiple times over. So what is the proper pronunciation of your Twitch name? And have you ever thought about using a different name?
Yeah, so the proper pronunciation is Keeks. I did think about changing it before I started streaming, but then I've been around the Twitch and Twitch for years, and DayZ community definitely. I reckon probably 5 years, if not a bit longer. Made a lot of friends and stuff along the way. So then didn't want to change it from that, if that makes sense. It just kind of stuck. Yeah, so it's pronounced Keeks, but a lot of people pronounce it all sorts of ways. K33 is the common go-to because I think people don't know how to say it. I did originally have Keeks with double E's, but I lost my Twitch account years ago and had to make a new one, and then just made it with threes instead,
Ah,
and then it's
because
kind of
that's
stuck.
because that's the thing. When you're streaming and someone comes in for the first time, you almost immediately do not want to get that person's name wrong because you almost think, if I get
Yes.
your name wrong, are they going to go, this person is a dickhead?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I think when
Just
you
puts
first popped
people
into my
off.
stream, I was like, fuck. Um,
Yeah, no, I'm never
so,
offended by it. Been called all
okay,
sorts, and I don't get offended. I just, I tell most people that I answer to anything. Yeah,
that's dangerous.
yeah,
When you're streaming though, and you're playing solo, and you meet up
yeah,
with another, I'm gonna use the word survivor because they are. If you meet up with another
yeah.
survivor, what name do you normally go by? Does it ever change? And have you ever been called anything? I'm not saying offensive, but has anyone ever misheard what you said and you've been called a
Yeah,
different name the entire time?
yeah. I go by Keeks. I always have done.
Okay.
Just because I'm not creative enough to think of an in-game name that's different. um, I, Cheeks is the one that I get a lot. People mishear it as Cheeks, and I get called Cheeks. I've definitely been on a few runs where they just call me Cheeks for the full run, and it gets to a point where you feel bad correcting them, so you just leave them to it and just let them carry on calling me that.
I'm
Yeah,
now not going to be able to not call you cheeks.
I know.
That
Yeah,
that is now. I'm surprised the word cheeks hasn't been written a million times in chat. Because
yeah.
Robin has lovely cheeks. Yeah, well, someone once called me Connor, and I was like, oh, I can't be asked just
Connor.
changing it now.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then
Yeah.
they'd be talking to me, and there'd be like two or three of us, and I'd forget the talk. Well, I don't forget. I just didn't think they were talking to me. And then I was like, oh shit, that's me, isn't it? Oh yeah, cool. Um, but yeah, cheeks and keeks isn't that far away.
No. Yeah, it's
I,
not too bad, but yeah.
I can kind of get it. Okay. How do people in your life react to the title streamer?
Um. Yeah, I wouldn't say I've told many people, if that makes sense. I've not really spoke about it. I mean, the wife and kids are absolutely fine with it as long as it doesn't impact our day-to-day life. That makes sense, and that's kind of why I stream from like 10 o'clock onwards, because the kids are in bed and she likes an early night, so she goes to bed about 10 o'clock, and that's when I
Mhm.
would normally play. Um, my mum and dad were a bit like, "What the hell is that? What does that mean?" And then I've got a group of friends that are not gamers that I went to school with that were all there's like 10 of us that are all still friends since we went to school. And when I met them a few months ago for a stag do, and one of the lads were like, "I'm sure do you live stream on Twitch?" I was like, "Yeah, I do, mate. Why?" He's like, "Oh right, okay," because he's into games. But then the rest of them were like, "What the hell is that? What does it mean? What?" And then I'd spend time explaining what Twitch was and why I do it and why I enjoy it and stuff, if that makes sense. So yeah, but yeah, I've not really shouted about it, not really told a lot of people about it. I don't think. I just kind of do it, yeah, because I enjoy it.
It can be quite difficult, I think, to explain to
Yeah,
people who you've not seen for a while or anything like that, or you're good mates, and they're like, but they're not gamers either. I do find that
yes,
conversation
yeah,
sometimes you can see a few raised eyebrows going,
yeah. Like
"Are you?"
really? People watch you?
Yeah. And someone said you are literally one step away from OnlyFans, and I'm like, well, you know,
Hey, whatever pays the
once
bills.
might be a really small step.
Yeah.
So, what is your background in gaming, though? Like, where did it start? What was your first, what was your first game that you played, and what was the first machine you played on, and then what was the pathway to being sat here playing DayZ on PC?
Yeah, interesting. I played for as long as I can remember. Remember playing one that I think one of the first games I ever played, and this is probably another niche reference, but it was called a Rockstar Ate My Hamster, and it
Okay.
was I'm sure it was a Commodore 64 game. That's how years ago it was. My uncle had it, and you basically had a record deal with a record label, and you had to make titles for songs, and then they kind of chose whether they liked the song or not, from what I remember of it. And then yeah, we had consoles. My dad's always been a big gamer. Still games a lot now on an
Okay.
evening. So yeah, playing games with him as kids, Sonic, Resident Evil, things like that. And then yeah, just stemmed through to then having my own Xboxes, um, always played. I've always been an Xbox gamer, really. I was on a PC, but never really gamed on it till probably I'd say the last, well, since I started playing DayZ, probably. I was always a console gamer before that. Yeah, and then just got to now. I started playing DayZ years ago with two of my uncles played it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Oh, come and check out this game. We play this game," and they took me on a PVE server. And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then just liked it from there, and then moved into then watching it on Twitch, and then wanted to play it more myself, more than PvE. Wanted to go and experience the chatting to new people rather than just playing with my uncles, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how I moved into that.
So DayZ does seem to be. I'm going to come back to this fire in a minute. The DayZ does seem to be the catalyst for people getting involved in PC gaming. And also, I was really impressed then. The Ghost just relit our fire for us. So thank you, Ghosty.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah, DayZ does seem to be the reason why a lot of people find themselves PC gaming. It seems.
I played a bit of. Sorry to interrupt you. I played a bit of PC gaming back in the day. I used to play a lot of Command and Conquer, and America's Armies, and then found console, and found console was just easier at the time, just to play different games, and that's why I changed to console and then came back to PC, if that makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, Hunden, yeah, it is an incredible setup. We've got our little pad up here with Melkart City, which is on Tropicart map, set up by OGT and Linz. So big thank you to those guys. I tell you what, I'm going to try and throw. Obviously, you must have seen the TV program Bottom with Rick Mail.
Yes. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Did you ever see that they brought out a game?
No.
They brought out a game, and I can't remember what it was on. I think it wasn't PC. It might have been a Sinclair Spectrum or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it was called How to Be a Complete Bastard. And
right, yeah.
you literally just went to someone's house and just trashed it. And you had to trash it in such a way and do stupid shit where you'd spell out the word bastard. It was so unbelievably stupid, but addictive. Like, if you opened an umbrella inside the house, you turned into a washing machine. And it was like, what the fuck? But that was
a weird program, but...
yeah. I'm trying to find someone who's played this game and it's not just me being, like, in some sort of fucking...
dream it.
Some acid trip. There we go. Released by Virgin Games with the Commodore 64 Amstrad, and it was ZX Spectrum. There we go. But if I can find an emulator, I might try and find if I can play it on stream because it's ridiculous.
That'd be quite cool.
So, is there any games that you've played and you've kind of got part way through and thought, "This is I'm not a fan. I'm out."
No, I think I'm quite picky with games. I won't just play anything. I'm a bit fussy when it comes to it. I just stick to DayZ mainly. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that I've started and then stopped. I can't think of anything off the top of my head now. What I've started and stopped and didn't like.
So why have you stuck with DayZ then? Because obviously we know a little bit more why you started. Why have you stuck with it?
I just enjoy it. I think, yeah, the interaction of it. I don't think I'd go back to like official, because I like the modded side of it. I like what the modded community have done with DayZ and how much they've done with it. Obviously, we're on the hard home servers now, and shout out to Lindsay and OGT because they always do a great job with their servers. They're always fun to play. But there's so many other maps, servers out there, mods that are just great. It's just, I think it's difficult. So a lot of people look at DayZ and say, "Oh God, this is crap." I have a few friends that I play with on an evening. Sometimes they don't play DayZ, and they're all like, "Oh, it's such a crap game. Why are you playing it, etc., etc." But I think if they actually got onto it, they don't play PC, unfortunately. But if I got them onto it and played it for a little bit, I think they'd understand why we love it so much. As buggy as it is and as crap as it can be at times, there's something about it that just grips you and you get addicted to it.
Well, I think with a lot of people, everyone seems to have a slightly different figure in mind, but like the one that comes up the most is like the first 100 hours are the worst or the hardest. Yeah. And if you survive through that period of time, whatever your period of time is, it could be 20 hours, it could be 50, it could be 100, it could be even 200. you are then invested for the long term, and you are here then to the bitter
Yeah.
end, and you embrace every single feature that it has.
Yeah.
I use the word
Yeah.
feature there.
Yeah, I liked it.
So what do you think is the best part about streaming?
I think getting to chat and to know new people, like, and having kind of chatting to people as you're playing the game and experiencing the game with people, like in chat and stuff.
Hmm.
Also, the community that I've met and made friends with, the people that I've met. I've met some amazing friends and some amazing random people that you wouldn't necessarily normally meet without gaming and streaming, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah,
and everyone's been really welcoming and nice, which is brilliant.
I think it does bring that like the corners of the world together, and you can
Yeah,
find it quite often on a random DayZ run. Like we did a DRL run a few weeks back, actually a few months ago actually, and the youngest person in the group was 13, and the oldest person were like late 60s, but everyone was just chilled, equal friends.
yeah,
It was just cool. It was just people being people, although armed to the teeth and looking to shoot people.
yeah,
But it just brings people together like I've not seen any other games do. And everyone will be slightly biased with what games they play and say that actually this is community and this is community and da da da. But like I think we find our own special community, and the DayZ one for me is just incredible.
yeah.
Um, do you therefore have a favorite streaming moment? And it can be recent or it can be from like a while
Ooh,
ago.
yeah, I was pondering about this when I seen the questions. I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. It's a difficult one to answer because I enjoy well, I enjoy every stream. I don't come off it ever thinking, oh god, that were a crap stream, or um, maybe JoJo the other night falling down the ladder. I think it was so, yeah, I know it's recent, it was so good. I think also shout out to OGT singing the Life is a Highway song. It's kind of become a bit of a theme tune for me now, that, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's kind of stuck. I'm not getting rid of it, I don't think. So, yeah,
And that's the thing, is it we obviously we stream most days and they're all really fun, and like any day that you have playing DayZ or playing, even if you don't, I don't want to use the word win because you never really win at DayZ, but
yeah,
you can still enjoy the run that you've had regardless of whatever the outcome, because obviously if you're with people or you with chat or I think there's a lot to take from DayZ because there's no real outcome other than just surviving.
yeah.
Um, But yeah, I saw there's another one that you posted not so long ago with the bear trap.
Oh yes,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was.
Can you,
Do you want me to go over it?
yeah,
Yes.
just explain 'cause it's quite. I like that one.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We was on the hard on the channel. I play it regularly with Jojo. Still got a life on there at the moment. We're trying to do all the bunkers on there and get a bit far. And we went to one of the military zones and I found a bear trap. And if you find a bear trap in DayZ, everyone knows you've got to set it. You can't not set it. That's just the rules. So I set it on the steps, thinking, right, nobody will see it there because it's got some steps. I said to Jojo, she was behind me. I said, Jojo, I've just set this bear trap. Do not come back this way. We started to walk off, and I realised I'd left my gun in the Livonia tower just next to it. I was like, oh crap, I left my gun in there. Must have dropped it when I picked up the bear trap. I'm just going to grab and go and get it. So I turned around, thinking, oh, I'll just climb up the wall. I'll go in, get it, and come back. Not realise that she was going to follow me. Anyway, she turned around and followed me and went straight over the bear trap that I just told her I'd set. I broke a leg. Yeah, great stuff.
Breaking, I think breaking your leg on a hard home server is like a rite of passage because
Yeah.
most of those traps have been set by Lins.
Yeah.
Others have been set by OGT, and then there's a small percentage of the rest of the DayZ community have set them, but it's
Yeah.
mainly Lins.
Yes.
Who
Yeah.
then will play innocent and say, not her. And it's like, do not give
Yeah.
me that.
Yeah.
OGT is out of the game now, so we have to do our own fire. But we haven't got a lot of time, so I think we'll just sit here and get damp.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So who inspired you to start streaming then? So who inspired you to press the go live button?
Oh, an interesting one. I never thought I would do it. I've obviously been around the Twitch scene for quite a while. I've modded for quite a few people. one of the ones is Jason Backyard Charizard. I've modded him for him. He was my first ever person I modded for. I still love the guy. He's a legend. Don't stream as much now. But yeah, I play every evening anyway. I would be playing normally if I weren't streaming. And then just back end of last year, I was with one of my friends just chatting, and he was like, "Why don't you stream? Why don't you just try it?" I was like, "Because I don't think I've got the personality for it. I'm not interested as much as I love playing. I don't think people will want to see it." And then one night, I just said, "You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'll just stick it up and just see." I've done the odd stream here and there, just randomly for him because he works a lot of nights. So used to be if I played at night and he wasn't playing with us, he was working. I used to just stick the stream up for him before nobody would come in and hang out. It was just literally me. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go, just see what it's like, and see if I enjoy it. And then it just kind of grew from there. It kind of snowballed quite fast, really. To say, probably did about 8 months now. I'm a lot further on than what I thought I would be. I'm not big or anything, but even I've just hit 400 followers, which I was surprised about because I've never really set any goals for it either, if that makes sense. I enjoy playing anyway, and I enjoy chatting to chat now. So yeah.
What then inspired you to set up a TikTok account?
For the funny clips, I think. Just I watch a lot of TikTok anyway. That's kind of what I do while I'm off stream during the day. Sometimes if I'm just sat at work, I'm stuck in a boring meeting or waiting for a file to load into the system, I'll just open TikTok and flick through and see some really funny TikToks. And then obviously being able to clip and stuff now with Twitch and stuff, I just thought, why not just try and set it up and see how I get on with it. And that's how I met you.
Well, I was going to say, it's weird, isn't it, how connections are made. Like, that's how we kind of came to start talking, is just through seeing each other's TikToks. And then you start meeting new people, and then you realise that you know the same people, and it's been it's been an incredible kind of, I don't want to use the word tool because it sounds quite pragmatic and quite unfriendly, but there's so many tools now that we can use to build connections and relationships. Have you ever had any negative reactions to TikToks?
I haven't yet, thankfully, which is weird. I don't think I've not had any negativity on it, which I expected, to be fair. I expect you always get someone, don't you, that likes to be trying funny or just finds offence in whatever you're saying. But yeah, thankfully I've not had anything really toward. To be fair, I remember ages ago actually. This is when I first started streaming. I started streaming Ark Raiders because I was into that at the time. I got quite addicted to it when it first came out. I did post a clip of defending some friends we were trying to extract, and them two managed to get out, and I got stuck trying to stop them from killing my friends. If that makes sense. I managed to kill all three of them, and then celebrated it, sort of thing, clipped it, and then posted it to TikTok. I did get a few things on there saying that they didn't try shooting us; we shot first. But I didn't respond to it. I just left it. I just thought, you know what, with the time of day sort of thing. I just try to ignore negativity.
It's hard to not, though, isn't it? You just want to lay back into it and go, how about you
Yeah.
fucking do one, you little bellend?
Yes.
But then before you realise it, you're arguing with tossers on the internet, and you're like, what's my life become?
Yeah, you're giving them what they want as well, which is difficult. But
but also, other people then come and watch because they just sit there with a popcorn and go, here we go.
Yes, it's kicking off. I must admit, I do like to watch the drama rather than be involved in it.
Drama. Yeah, Daisy does have its drama.
Yes.
Who would you most like to stream with, though, if you could?
Difficult one. This one I read this one before as well. I don't actually know, to be honest with you. I like team ups. Don't be wrong. I definitely like. I don't mind team ups. I've had a few team ups with people across the way. I think me and you need to get one sorted out. I think at some point because I think that would be quite funny. I think I like the randomness of DayZ sometimes. So as much as I play with people at night, so sometimes I'll stream with Jojo, etc., and other people. I do like the random nights where you can just get in and meet random people rather than forcing a team. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I said, you meet so many different people and different walks of life and have different interests and hobbies. It makes it interesting for me that.
obviously not a planned team up, but have you ever run with someone in game and then into that run, you've kind of thought, not this isn't for me. You are not my kind of person.
Yes, yeah. I've had a few instances of that where, especially lately when I've been streaming. Before I streamed, I probably wouldn't have been twice as bad about it. I'd have probably just brushed it off and ignored it, either then gone on my own way or.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's a few people that like a few choice words, and
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
I've
Yeah.
definitely disappeared in F11 and just started a fresh life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because especially if they don't start out like that, they start out quite cool and all right, and then you get a bit further in, and then you get a bit
hmm
further into the conversation with them, and then they relax a bit more, and then yeah, show the real personality. If that makes sense.
Yeah. There's, unfortunately, for some reason, it's like people think you want all of their opinions, regardless of,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
what they are. And we had one, there was me, Robin, and Noodles, and they bumped into this guy first, and he was insistent he joined the Discord, and it was a bit like, we're going to talk in game, so don't worry about it. And then he
Yeah.
just randomly started getting very incelly. And Robin comes over to me and he's like, and this dude was obviously stream sniping as well. And he just says to me in Discord, please, can I borrow your crossbow? And he just turned, honestly, this guy knew it was coming because I think he was obviously watching one of us. And Robin just shot me in the face with a crossbow. But it was almost like,
Nice.
what point did you feel comfortable enough to go down that path? You know, what?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's our fault, but I thought, at what point did we say, we're going to open the door for this shit, walk on
Yeah.
through it? Same with
Yeah.
some of the language and some of the slurs that get used. You're like,
Yeah.
at what point did we invite this for you to step into? And obviously, some people don't even need an invitation; they just fucking throw it out there anyway.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong; I
Yeah.
swear constantly through my stream,
Yeah. Me too.
but there's some of the things that you do unfortunately come across. You're like, wow. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, you know, girl gamers take a lot of the brunt as well. The amount of
Yeah,
times
I've
that you
noticed
hear
that.
that, and I just don't know whether it's a threatening thing. I don't know. It's uncomfortable and quite sad. And you know, whilst I'm not going to be, I'll try to word it carefully. I'm never going to be offended on behalf of someone else, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know it's wrong. I can be very empathetic and understand that this is wrong. But if someone else, I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's very disturbing sometimes the language that people can throw out there, having just I don't know what's going on in their world to think that that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What they're like in real life, I suppose. If they're like that in game, they've got a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
personality, or are they like that with the family? Do you know?
Well, that's the ridiculous thing, isn't it? It's like if you've got guys who are behaving like that, you kind of go, have you got no mum, sister, girlfriend, female friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's you know, if you go talk to them like that, how are they going to react? Are they going to see, you know, or I don't know. It's just a crazy world that we live in sometimes, and I don't want to kind of say that DayZ's negative in that sense, but for some reason people do find themselves in a position where they think it's all right.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm moving away from that negative stuff. But
Yeah. No, you're fine.
yeah, I've just fucking brought that one. Can you describe your gaming setup in 3 words?
Yeah. Messy. Cluttered. How else can I describe it? Kind of botched. Yeah, it's at my desk. Is absolutely filthy. Looking at it now. My PC's kind of half hanging out at the moment because I've been doing a bit of tweaks with it. So I've not put the glass back on. The wires are all over the place, and I'm not great with wire management. So like all my wires are from my monitor and stuff is just everywhere. I really need to sit down and spend some time doing it, but I just can't bother. When the time that I get when I get downtime, I want to play the game and I want to be online if that makes sense. So I never spend time doing that.
This wasn't a question that I had written down originally, but what is your perfect loadout on DayZ?
Ooh, interesting. I'm a massive fan of the Tundra.
Uh-huh.
I like the Tundra. A sniper for me, definitely. I'm not very good at close quarters combat. Give me a long distance fight any day. I'd rather have that. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, Tundra. I don't mind. To be fair, close quarters. If I'm going to have any gun, I think I picked the Vicar over most
Ooh,
guns for close quarters. I think it's
because dirty.
underrated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't tend to pick it up, and I think it's. I know the ammo's not as easy to find necessarily, but it's definitely underrated. But yeah, the Tundra is my go-to gun if I was gonna choose any. That's what I
The
would pick.
nine, the 9x39 rounds are everywhere when you don't have an S-Val,
Yes,
a
yeah.
Vicar, or a VSS. Other than that,
Yeah,
you find it everywhere. But then when you need it, you're like, nope, nope.
you can never
You
find
find
it.
you find a white box and you go, it's there. No, it's Mosin rounds.
Mostly rounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What's your pistol then? What's your pistol of choice?
Ooh, I think IJ. I think I would take the IJ over most of them. I think 380 is very common. You can find a lot of it.
Hmm.
There's quite a lot of guns that use it in the Scorpion, the Bison. Yeah, I think IJ would be pistol.
Nice. What's your favorite melee weapon?
Ooh, can I send the dildo?
You can say
Oh,
whatever you can say whatever you want. Yeah.
No, normally, I would go with the combat knife or the hunting knife if I was going to go for any sort of knife with a close combat weapon.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fly swatters and the dildos on hard home servers are great. The fly swatter makes a great sound.
The noise that it makes is just incredible.
Yeah.
Do you have, and obviously, I think the people watching kind of need definitive answer, a particular flavor of dildo, or are you not worried?
The rainbow ones, I think, is my favourite. It's very colourful.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're murdering, it's also looking pretty good as well.
Yeah, you got to look good for it, haven't you?
Yeah. But yeah, there's a fly swatter brand on hard home servers, and it's a one tapper.
Yes.
I've seen a few people. You know when you see people trying to help fight zombies, and there's two people using a fly swatter, you're thinking one of them is gonna fucking get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you see someone using it, like, no, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna step back.
I might have one on me actually. Yeah, I've
You have
one
got,
on me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the fly swatter.
We'll,
Your stream won't see it, I suppose, but
you sat there ominous now with that fly swatter.
yeah.
Okay, what? Okay, last couple of questions in this section. So,
Yeah, of course.
what would you want removed from the game if you could? And it could be an item, it could be an action, it could be a noise.
Moved. Interesting one. Ooh. Difficult. I think the handbug. If they could finally fix the handbug, would be brilliant. There's nothing worse than getting handbugged and you're on a server, there's a queue, and then you know that the only way to resolve it is either to kill yourself or to relog. There's nothing more stressful than that. I think if they could fix that finally, I would be happy then. You put up with Daisy's bugs anyway, don't we? Let's be our features, should we say? We put up with Daisy's features. There's a lot of them and we enjoy them, but yeah, the handbug, I think, if they could finally fix that, would be nice.
And what would you want adding if you could?
Adding, interesting. I'm not sure. The problem is that you've got so much out there with the modded community. I think you can pretty much find anything you want if you go looking for it. There's so many different servers that have different
Or maybe,
options.
how about your favorite mod then? If you can't think of anything that's added.
Favorite mod, okay, yeah. I enjoyed some of the custom cars and I played a lot. I used to play a lot of PvE servers before I moved to PvP. And yeah, I like what they've done with the custom cars in the community. They've done some good ones.
Yeah, some of them look incredible, don't they? I was watching.
Yes.
I can't think of it. I was actually watching Popsy not so long ago, and just had this incredible truck, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, I
sorry,
think I was just going to say. No, you're right. I was just going to say I did start to build a bit of a server a couple of years ago with Half Chub, and we looked at some of the mods and stuff for some of the cars you can get. Some of the work they've done with them is brilliant. Like what they look like, how they function, that you can use it all, and it all works. Yeah, interesting.
So, can you describe to us then your perfect Daisy run, if you had one?
Ooh, I think meeting someone friendly to start with, couple of people if need be. I think probably 3 or 4 maximum. I think any more than that in the group gets a little bit carnage, a bit too many people. You end up waiting for people, or it slows the run down. I get very itchy feet in DayZ. I can't stay still for too long. I don't like sitting around, don't like waiting. A bit impatient like that. I want to keep moving and looting. So yeah, meet some friendly people, go on a bit of adventure, get a bit of gear, and then get into a decent PvP fight. Not be ratted on or get shot out of nowhere, because that happens quite a lot. You get all the gear, you get going, and then all of a sudden you're running through a field and you just get one tapped, and then it's like, yeah, I'll start again now, then shall I? So yeah, a decent, a decent PvP fight with a bit of action, maybe a broken leg in there, so it adds a bit of stress to you, so you have to think about that. And I'm a bit of a sucker for the hardcore servers, so I play a lot of Play Z. I like the stress and the stress of not being able to block zombies and make it a bit more difficult for you, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Don't worry,
I
OGT.
don't know if that answers your question.
I saw that pop up that God mode is
Yeah, I
now
saw
off,
that
and
too.
you're sat there with a fucking fly swatter in your hands. Okay, I keep saying expand a question, but my brain just keeps rattling more because of what you're saying. If you
You're fine.
could, to someone that's never heard or even seen DayZ, how would you describe this game?
Oh, I think it's a difficult one to explain to somebody how to play it or to describe what it's like. 'Cause I think if you explain DayZ, it sounds a bit rubbish, if that makes sense. I think you've got to play it to understand it, if that makes sense. Because I
Yeah.
explained it to my dad. My dad's a big gamer. He plays like FPS shooters and stuff, like Apex and stuff. And I've tried to explain to him before. He's got a full decent PC set up there. I built it from a few years back. And he never used it. He plays his console, and he's stuck to his console. I've said to him, "Come and play DayZ with me. We'll start on a PV server. I'll show you what to do and how to play it." And I explained it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, no, it sounds crap. It sounds crap." And then yeah, so you explain to people that you have to bandage and you have to look after yourself. You have to like eat and drink, etc. It always feels like it's an intense game to play, but actually it's quite easy when you get going with it, when you get used to it.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Okay, final section is this or that. So I'm going to give you an option between two things,
Okay.
and you can pick one. Okay.
Yep.
You ready? Okay.
Ready?
Music or podcasts?
Podcasts.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee all day.
Beach or mountains?
Ooh.
If-
That's a tough one. Beach, I want to say.
Okay. Beach or the city?
Yeah. City again? Yeah, city. Let's go city, yeah.
Okay. PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
DayZ or Ark Raiders?
DayZ.
Do you prefer to go out or stay in?
In.
You kind of already answered this one. Mlock or IJ?
IJ.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs now.
This is where you tell me your cat's looking at you.
Yeah.
Do you make food or order in?
Oh, depends on what the wife's doing. If the wife's away at work, working away, order. If she's at home, I make food.
Okay, now I need to know what's your go-to takeaway.
Kebab. I'd say
Okay.
probably, yeah, kebab.
Yep. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Sweet or savory?
Ooh, sweet.
Movie or books?
Movie.
Fruit or veg?
Veg.
iOS or Android? Or none of the two?
Android.
Do you prefer to sing in the shower or sing in the car?
Car, definitely.
Do
With
you
windows
have a of course, do you have a karaoke song of choice?
Ooh, yeah, probably an Oasis song. Yeah,
Ooh,
Champagne
which one?
Supernova I like.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's quite
yeah.
long as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be up on
It's a good
stage for a
choice.
while with that one. You got to be confident there.
Yeah, I'm not good at it, but I'll give it a go. Only after a few beers though.
Yeah. Okay, map time. So Chernarus or Livonia?
Chernarus.
Chernarus or Banff?
Oh, Banff.
Banov or Namalsk?
Banov.
Banov or Sakal?
Banov.
Banov or PNW?
Oh, Banov again?
Oh, okay. Banov or Deer Isle?
The latest version of Deer Isle, Deer Isle.
Deer Isle or New York?
Ooh, I've not played New York for a long time, actually. I'd say Deer Isle because it's nearly finished.
Yeah, Deer Isle or Siberia?
Ooh, I'm going to go Siberia with that, I think.
Siberia or the Channel?
Oh, I'm quite new to the channel. I think Siberia again. I don't know enough about Siberia, the channel yet. Still exploring it.
Don't get me wrong. A lot of these are really fucking good maps, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
We're not just discarding them, going yeah.
No.
But you know, hang on, where are we at then? Siberia. You say Siberia or the Channel? Sorry, Siberia, didn't you?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, Siberia or Altaria.
I've never played Altaria actually.
Oh, okay, it's cool, map.
Siberia. Yeah.
Okay, Siberia or Bitterroot.
Siberia.
Oh, I'm trying to think of what's that. Siberia or Rafiki.
Oh, Rafiki was good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to Siberia. I really enjoyed Siberia when it was last out.
And I'm pretty sure I saw you quite a lot on Nihheim. So Nihheim or
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Nihheim was a very nice map. Yeah, we'll go Nihheim for that, I think.
so overall though, if you
Yeah.
could only ever play one map, ever, what map is it?
Tough one, isn't it? It's really tough that because there is so many good maps out there. There's so
It's-
many
it's-
good choices.
It's a super mean ending. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. You put me right on the spot. I think I probably know it's between the maps that I know the best are between Banov and Deer Isle.
Mhm.
And I think I would go for Banov. It's one I've spent a lot of time on.
Nice.
I like the Malsk, but yeah, I got a bit bored of it. I overplayed it too much.
Well, Siberia or Monopoly.
Siberia
Come on,
Monopoly.
come on, Sci-Fi. Right, well, dude,
Monopoly's
we
banned.
are.
Monopoly's
we've
banned in our
literally-
house, so yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, why?
Yeah,
Tell us why.
yeah. No, it's yeah. It's not. It causes arguments.
Do you like sit on the 50s so you always have like a ready dash of money?
I like to be the banker so I can just stash a little bit of money when I'm running a bit low. Just steal a little bit, but don't tell the wife.
I bet Yoda does that.
Yeah,
100%. Golf, Monopoly, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you, dude. It's been 70 minutes has just absolutely blown by. So I really appreciate you dropping and saying you could do this because obviously people live really busy lives and stuff like that. So I really appreciate you taking the time. We will continue to share your stuff in the Discord. If you don't follow Keeks already, stuff's in the Discord. This will be as a VOD because we are doing this in 1440. It will be available for a week on Twitch, but it will also then go onto YouTube, which will be there forever, which is amazing. But a massive thank you for agreeing to do this. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for choosing me. I appreciate it. It was a bit of a shock when you messaged me. I was like, oh right, okay, yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Well, we met through TikTok, and I just loved the fact that all these different connections happen. So I appreciate, we all kind of come to DayZ in a slightly different way, or meet up in a slightly different way. Sorry, not get to DayZ in a slightly different way. But yeah, we should probably scrap it out with the fly swatters.
Yeah.
You with your gold boots on, me with my red ones.
And you borrowed shorts.
I had to borrow some shorts for this, yeah. And then I think we're gonna do a double raid. Is that the plan?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
Right.
I was meant to look at thing. Yeah.
Well, if you win, you can jump off the building, and if I win, I'll jump off the building. But thank you, everyone. A massive thank you again to Linz and OGT and Hard Home for making this possible, for keeping the fire on, turning the rain off, giving me these booty shorts and this t-shirt. Right, here we go. Let's do it, OG. Let's do it, Keeks.
Yeah. Oh, look, I've got the chair. Look. Oh, he got me in one shot. One shot. Wow. GG.
Oh my days. Right. Well, I'm going to jump off this building now. If I can't be with you, I'll have to join you.
Yep.
Oh,
Perfect.
this is a long way. Cool. Cheers, dude. Right, who are we raiding?
We could have a quick look who's on. Sorry. But then we got chatting. I was meant to have a quick look what we were talking about.
Yes. Sorry.
No, you're all right. I got really into the conversation. Let's see who's playing. Do you know what? Should we go and see Asteroids?
Definitely.
I like the dude. He's a good guy. Yeah.
Asteroids was Streamer Spotlight, I think, for May or June.
Oh,
but yeah,
Nice.
really good interview. Really interesting dude as well. So yeah, let's go raid Asteroids.
Yeah, perfect. Let's go and see him.
Right. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all in a bit.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you for joining us.